So I'm not sure what the actual topic of this is because there's so much to talk about within this, but I'm going to try keep it as short as possible. My name is Mandisa. If you haven't seen one of my videos before and this is the first time, hello. I so I was just thinking to myself, we have so many stories, right? And part of my story is I always have to do everything myself. So what happens is I find evidence, people, things, places where it confirms the message of I always have to do things myself. Now, generally, I have friends and people I work with too that happen to have more experience in life than I do. So it becomes a challenge of how do you respectfully, share your truth? How do you respectfully share your truth? How do you also put that boundary for something that no longer works for you anymore? Because I find myself getting irritated with this particular thing. And generally for me, if someone says, "Hey, I left this blah blah blah, please help me," cool, fine. But if this is a constant thing and it's becoming something that I can catch, is going to become a pattern that I'm not willing to take in myself because I'm cutting that story that I have to do everything myself. So how I release my story is by asking you to help me. So instance, there's this one place where I teach, and it has been clear that just clean up after yourself, leave the space as you would like to find it. Leave the space as you would like to find it. I love that, just that tagline. And this person every now and again would not leave the space as they would like to find it, you know. And I just had to say, I've started on a new day, I've come to work, I see what's left behind. Now, mind you, it might be two mats, fine. But over time, it continues. I can see a pattern that I'm going to get irritated with over time, and I'm going to build up an unnecessary resentment towards this person because I am continuing my story and I'm not asking for help. So then I just message and I said, please in future, since I didn't say since this is a typical thing, I just said, please in future, make sure that perhaps you use less water whilst you're cleaning the mats so that I don't have to roll them up when I get to work, in the gist of things. And this person was like, oh, they were just really dirty. And I I didn't see it as a problem because I don't want them to collect mold, which is completely understandable. But if this is something that has happened in the past and you catch a certain habit that can deepen over time and you can see it in advance, why not cut it now? I didn't have to go into, yes, it is a problem for me because I like walking into spaces not having to clear up after yesterday. I like walking into spaces with a clear intention, with clear energy, grounded energy, so that I can serve. So, this is how you serve yourself with your boundaries. And I guess this could be about tightening the boundaries because now she knows. And I didn't have to say anything any further. And I just hope that the message was very clear that I'm not willing to continue my story. I am seeking new evidence that, let me see what that story would be like that I would actually prefer. My new story is that I have help. There's always someone available to help me. I'm always helped. I'm always supported. The universe has got my back. When people see me, they want to help me. and then I give them back that gift. I receive by giving that opportunity for them to give as much as I give, you know, because then we find ourselves in different types of relationships where we start going, I'm always giving, I'm always giving. Yes, but did you want to? Because if someone feels comfortable to do something and you don't say it over time that this doesn't work for me, then it builds up because you're scared. So I think this one is about tightening the boundaries, cutting out the stories. I'm not willing to continue anymore. And I can free myself and I can free this person. And they can just know this is my preference. This is what works for me. Anything else is going to turn me into the opposite direction of like lower vibration, which I don't like because I don't want to continue that story that I'm always doing things by myself, because then I would find that in different relationships. And today was just a key thing to just say, I'm not willing to do that anymore. I don't know if that resonates for you, but it definitely resonates for me. And I'm just flowing with the words. I'm just going to title it. And yeah, I hope you can tell your truth, because there's even a story about why it's been a struggle for me to also share my truth, but that's for another story for another day. Nice deep reflections, moments to understand yourself and master yourself so that you can embody that energy into your body. Release a story, embody that new story you want to find evidence for so that when you project into the world, what you see is this new thing that I always have people wanting to help me. I always have people wanting to help me. That's my new thing. People always want to help me. People always want to help me because I know that I always want to help people and be of service, but I need to do it from a full cup when my cup is full.